One day, a video gamer played video games until he fell asleep. When he woke up, he found himself in a game world as a skeleton equipped with powerful weapons. At first, he cried loudly. What the heck happened to him? He has the Twilight Cloak, which has darkness resistance and provides mana regeneration, and many other useful weapons. He thinks all of this is a dream, but it all comes true. After this, he tries to attack something with his sword. He also uses fire magic. He remembers that his sub-job in the game is that of a priest. Then he gets hungry, and he uses gate magic to find the town but falls down the mountain. After this, he reaches a river using Dimension Move, where he takes off his helmet. Ark sees his face in the water. It is just like a skeleton. He thinks that if he goes to town like this, they will kill him. He says he shouldn't take his helmet off. When he reaches the town, he doesn't have anything to buy or eat. He also sees a girl there. She is talking to a man. Then he goes to a mercenary guild for a job. He goes to reception and tells the man that he needs a license. The receptionist says that he looks like a knight and he has to kill some monsters or bandits to get the license. He goes out and kills a monster. When he comes back, he sees some people beating and teasing Lauren and her maid, Farin. He thinks it will be very difficult to deal with them because they are too many. Then he saves both girls and kills all of them. Then he comes to the girls and asks them if they are okay. After that, he takes away all the stuff from those bandits and says that he can arrange food and drink. After that, they go out together toward town. When he reaches the guild with all the proof, the receptionist is surprised to see how he got everything and then get a license to work. After this, he goes to the hotel, orders a lot of food, and says that this is not a game. It is reality. He can't wait till tomorrow for the next mission and then laughs out loud. A woman named Siona goes to the fields every day before sunrise. She works hard for her two daughters, Marka and Helena. Marka writes a job request to help her mother. Ark gets the job in which he has to guard someone collecting medical herbs in the village because he wants to hide himself. Ark goes to the village and asks about Siona's house. When he goes to her door and knocks, a girl immediately opens the door. He asks her if this is Marka's house. She says yes. After this, he tells the girl that he is interested in herb collection. Marka asks Ark to go with her, and after that, they both leave together for herb collection. Ark asks Marka why she is in such a hurry. She tells him her mom is coming home and she hasn't told her yet. She tells him that her father died last year, and since then, her mother has taken care of her. Her father was an herbalist, which is why she wants to collect herbs. She wants to make her mother happy. Ark thinks that such a small girl looks so good, and he used to play only games at this age in his childhood. They both reach the deep forest, and Marka takes one herb and says that it is kakora, which is used to cure skin diseases and keep away bugs. Ark notices some movement in the bushes, and he warns Marka to get away from there. After this, a squirrel appears there that is injured. Ark heals his wounds with his magic, and the squirrel becomes very happy. Ark tells him to move back, but he does not leave them. Ark gives him the name Panta, and he likes the name very much. After this, Siona reaches home, and people tell her that something very strange is in the forest, and they have seen Marka going towards the forest. But she doesn't worry because she has a very strong knight with her. They see the beast monster who spits poisonous fog, and Ark kills him, and Marka praises him a lot. Then he sees a fanged boar, and he takes it for the villagers, and they go back to the village. Meanwhile, Siona reaches there, and she hugs Maria. Ark apologizes for taking Marka without her permission and praises Marka for caring for her mother. Ark says that Marka taught him a great deal. Helena gives a circle of flowers to Ark as a gift. Ark leaves them with the hope that they will meet again. Many knights fight with monsters and kill them with difficulty. One soldier reports to the leader how somebody killed another monster in one blow. The leader says the person may be a god or devil. Then Ark says to Marka that they have completed their mission. He says that he will do something challenging tomorrow. An elf warrior named Ariana is walking through the woods, saying to herself that she has to make herself strong. Humans are taking the lands of elves. She wants to be strong because she is the daughter of a leader. At the same time, she sees some bandits running out of the cave. Ark kills these benefits to earn money. Then he sees a lot of gold there, among many other things. He takes some gold that he needs. Marquis Triton asks for a report from a person. He tells him that all the bandits and the monster they sent to kill Lauren have been killed by someone. Triton is surprised to know how a single assassin can kill a group of bandits. Triton is also informed that the monsters that he set out to Lauren's land were also slain by someone. He wants to postpay Luvirus land. He also says that if the Prince of the Western Empire knows about their plans, he will kill them. He asks for his son. He says that he always spoils all his plans. Ariana attacks Ark, but he easily stops her. She feels sad for humans because even their knights have become bandits. But when she sees Panta with him, she says that it's a spirit creature. She then apologizes to him for attacking him suddenly. He tells her he kills bandits to earn some money. She tells him that bandits caught elves to make them slaves. Ark says that he wants to help her, but she refuses and runs away. Ark does not want to miss this chance. The next day, he uses Dimension Move and flies into the sky. He thinks, according to the Gill people, there are plenty of elves in these woods. He hears a voice and sees a little girl running, and she falls. A man comes and catches her. Many other elves are in the cage. A man named Udalan injures the elf and orders other bandits to load all of them in the cart. Ark says that human behavior is very bad with elves. Ariana comes there and kills all of them, and Ark helps her. He removes their Mana Eater collar and heals their wound. Then Ariana sends a message through a bird about the girls. She tells Ark that he can use legendary teleportation. She asks Ark about himself, and he tells her that he is a mercenary and Ponta is his friend. They are talking when the bird comes and tells Ariana about the headquarters of the bandits in the village of Diento. The bird asks Ariana to come and rescue the other elves. Ark is surprised to see the talking bird and wants to touch it. Ariana then asks Ark if she can hire him as a mercenary. Ark says to Ariana that her friends might not agree with her because he is a human, but she says there is no problem because he helps them. She requests that he help her save the elves, and he agrees. Then he uses gate magic and teleports her, and she is surprised to see this. They are in Dianto City, and another man named Danka comes there. Ariana tells him about Ark's qualities. Ariana tells Danka that Ark is a mercenary and that he can use teleportation magic as well. He says that he is very helpful to them. They plan to wait until nightfall and rescue the elves when there are few people around. Ark leaves them for an hour, saying that he has some work to do. Then Danka asks Ariana why she takes help from an unknown person, and she tells him that she might be captured by bandits if Ark did not help her. Ark and Ponta eat a delicious meal, and at night, they go out to rescue the elves, who are in a cage. A ninja girl is chasing them, and Ark uses his dimension move and teleports them inside. They go out in different ways, and Ark uses teleportation and enters a room. He sees vendors who have already been killed by someone. Then the same ninja girl who chases them attacks the Ark, but he dodges her. When the ninja girl sees the spirit beast with him, she understands that he is not a bandit. She gives him the document and tells him that some elves are held captive in the basement of the manor. She then moves away, and Ark gives this letter to Ariana and doesn't tell him about Ninja. He says that he collected this information from a bandit. They come to know that the Lord of Dianto sold the elves. Ariana says they have to go to Cassel. Other bandits come there, and Ariana kills all of them. Then Ark teleports all the elves outside, but they are afraid of him. Ark then removes their Mana Eater collars, and they become happy. Danka asks Ark to look after Ariana, and then Ark uses his teleportation magic and climbs onto the roof with Ariana. They enter castle using magic, and an explosion occurs after some time. The ninja girl is talking with a man. She tells him that the knight knows another ninja world. She also says they will meet again. The Lord tells Udalin how to control elves. Ark uses Dimension Move, and they reach the bell tower. Some guards see them, but Ark uses slashes and makes smoke, and they run from there. A person comes to Triton, tells him that some intruders have come into the palace. Ariana and Ark enter the room, beat him mercilessly, and save 2 elves who are there. They are very happy to see Ariana. Ariana tells the elves that Danka is waiting for them. Ark enters the secret room and finds a lot of gold in there. He asks Ariana if they should take away all their money. Then they take a lot of gold, and Ark transports himself and Ariana. Ark guesses the ninja girl might have created explosions in the palace. Ariana offers him to go with her to the elves' land, saying that they will warmly welcome him there. She also gives him some gold and tells him that he has to meet with the elder before going to the elves' land. He thinks the elderly can easily identify his personality. He says to her that he can't open his helmet. If she looks at his face, she will kill him with her sword. She promises him not to attack him because he is not a bad person. Then he removes his helmet. She says she thinks it's a curse that was given to him. He doesn't even know what happened to him. She promised to keep it a secret. Ariana assures Ark that the elder can help him get rid of this curse. They go to the village. King Carlin talks with his son in the castle of the Rodin Kingdom about Dianto Lord. He says that they make slaves of the elves, but the second prince does not agree with him because he is himself involved with Dianto Lord. The king asks Princess Yuriana's opinion, and she says they should ascertain the truth and talk to elves to settle the matter. King instructs Yuriana to go to Limbo and arrange a meeting with elves. Yuriana agrees, and the meeting is over. Ark and Ariana reach a river where they catch fish and drink water. Ariana tells Ark that Danka has reached Lalatoya safely. Ark asks her when they will reach Lalatoya, and she says they have 3 days left. Ark hunts a big bull boar to eat. Yuriana is worried about her brother. She says if he is involved with the elvish trade, then her elder brother will kill him. She says to her maid Ferna that a meeting with elves should be arranged. Ark and Ariana reach the elves' settlement of Lalatoya. Ark and Ariana stand outside the door of the elves' village. She says to him that she is going inside to get permission from the elder. She says to keep standing here and she will come back. She comes back after a long time, and she says his father grants her permission to take him with her. She takes him inside, where Ariana's parents welcome him and introduce themselves. Ark also introduces himself to them and tells them he is traveling as a mercenary. Her father thanks Ark for helping his daughter. He tells them his plan to go to Maple, and Ariana wishes to accompany him. Her mother brings food for them. Ark takes out his helmet, but they weren't surprised to see him, because Ariana already told them about Ark. Then Ark tells them how the Lord of Dante kidnapped elves, and they both rescued them. The next morning, Ariana and her father are transported to Maple City to report the kidnapping of elves to the chief elder. They talk about breaking their 400-years-old treaty. They suggest they have to send notice to the Rodent Kingdom, so they come and explain things to them. But some members disagree with this. The chief elder instructs him to continue the rescue operation while carefully watching the reaction of the Rodent Kingdom. Ariana's mother shows the village to Ark. Her mother fights with Ark to learn about his power and teaches him the use of the sword. Ariana is traveling with her father, and when they're going back home, her father tells her that her sister will get married next year. Meanwhile, her sister comes and hugs her. She is very happy to meet her sister, and they talk about marriage. Ark and Ariana's mother decide to return home after fighting. Ark and Ponta are taking a bath when Ariana comes there after taking off her clothes. Ariana's father says he wants to hire Ark, so he continuously helps them, but they don't have enough money, but they can tell him how to get rid of his curse. Ariana's father tells him there is a spring near the Lord's crown where any curse can be broken. Ariana says she will be with him to go to the Lord's crown. Then her father asks for help, and Ark agrees. At night, when he was going to sleep, he wondered if he looked like a skeleton for his curse. Then he can turn himself into a real condition using his uncurse ability. Then he uncurses the magic on his hand, and it comes into real condition. He cried loudly to see this. Ark and his group go to Olav, the capital of the Rodent Kingdom. He has confirmed that his body looks like a skeleton due to a curse, and he can temporarily lift the curse by casting the uncurse spell. Ariane asks him if he is alright, and he says she does not need to worry. They reach a pond, and Ark is attacked by giant dragonflies and forced to flee. Ariana then tells him that some people eat dragonflies after frying. She suggests they go through the forest to reach Olav, but the waitress says the way through the forest is dangerous because there are haunted wolves there. Ariana and Ark decide to continue their journey through the forest to rescue the elves. At the Olav, Yuriana gets in the carriage with her maid Ferna, and they plan to regroup their guards along the way to reach the Grand Duchy of Limbolt as soon as possible. Ark's group reaches the forest, and Ariana talks about how haunted wolves' tail fur is used to make veils for brides. Ark advises her to make a veil for her sister, who is going to marry. Suddenly, they are attacked by wolves, and Ark locates the leader of the pack and forces the group to leave. Later, Ariana uses a wolf's tail fur to make a veil for her sister. Yuriana reaches the forest and talks to Ferna about the mission of the Grand Duchy of Limbild that is ordered by her father. She is concerned about her brothers, Dakaris, who is involved in the Elva slave trade, and Sect, who wants to get the throne. Suddenly, the carriage is attacked by some enemies. Ariana and Ark are talking about their battle with wolves when Ponta hears some noise and rushes toward it, and Ark follows him. Yuriana and Ferna are stabbed by the assassins, while Ark and Ponta reach them. The assassins attack Ark, but he is not affected while examining Yuriana and Ferna's bodies. The assassins are attacked by haunted wolves, and they flee. He then casts his regeneration spell on Yuriana, Ferna, and some other guards. When they wake up, they find themselves safe and sound and think it's a miracle of the gods. Yuriana then asks her troop to continue the journey, because God wants them to do that. Ark and Ponta return to Ariana, and they proceed further and reach Olav, where a ninja girl named Shiom fights 3 men and defeats them. Shiom recalls that he traveled to the town of Diento to recover her beast people who were captured by humans, where she met Ark. Shiom thanks Ark and Ariana for saving the people at Diento and then introduces herself. Ark, Ariana, and Ponto introduce themselves too. And Ark tells Chiom that the ninja exists where he comes from. Chiom then requests that Ark help her save her fellow elves, and Ark assures her that he has already contracted to help Ariana save many elves. Ariana and Ark decide to help Cho save the enslaved beast people. At the royal palace, Prince Dakares is furious to know that the haunted wolves have stopped taking orders. Centurion says that the rings on wolves' bodies may have been broken, and Dakares guesses that Princess Yuriana is likely to be alive. Centurion wonders if Yuriana manages to reach the elves. The beast people and elves have been more active. Dakares becomes worried when Centurion reveals that they are after Dakares' life. he decides to hide in a secret place for some time. Chiyomi tells Ark that the founder of the village was a human named Hanzo, who was once a spy for the Revlon Empire. They reach the largest slave market named Etsat Market in Olaf, and Chiyomi tells them that they are going to attack it. She suggests Ark and Oriana strike conspicuously and make a quick exit because it is not possible for everyone to escape. Ark says he can rescue more captives by using teleportation magic. Chiyomi confirms that the other 4 slave markets except this will also be targeted. She requests that Ark and Oriana help her minimize the sacrifices during the attack, and they agree. Chiyomi reveals that Hanzo could use space-time ninjutsu. Ark and Oriana enjoy dinner in their rooms, and later Ark changes his armor and wears a different mask. Then Chiyomi comes with her fellow Goemon. Ark asks Chiyomi if this is her real name, and she tells him that this title is given to the most skilled in their clan. Ark and Goemon fight, but immediately bond after this. Then they decide that Oriana and Chiyomi will attack the front while Ark and Goemon will attack the rear. Goemon breaks the gate and enters with Ark to distract the attention of the guards. He then transforms his body into steel and breaks the weapons of those who attack him. Ark shoots rocks at the soldiers. Oriana and Chiyomi take advantage of the situation and enter the front gate to reach the market. Decaries, who is hidden in a safe place, comes to know that all the slave markets are under attack. He gets frustrated and orders more reinforcements. Oriana, Chiyomi, and Panta reach the market and encounter some guards there. Chiyomi deals with them by using her Liquid Wolf Fang spell. Then Oriana turns some guards into ashes by using her fire magic. They both go to cells and free all the captives after introducing themselves. Ark and Goemon are informed by Oriana and Chiyomi that they have gathered all the beast people in the hall and were able to free them all. Ark says they should leave the palace before the arrival of reinforcements. Goemon decides to remain outside to deal with the reinforcement, while Ark joins Oriana and Chiyomi in rescuing the beast people. Chiyomi finds a pile of dead bodies, and a slave informs her that sick and injured people were disposed of because they could not be sold out. Ark then teleports the slave groups, and as soon as that is resolved, Ark goes back to the market complex to help the hurt and labored Goemon. They easily destroy the reinforcements thanks to Ark's use of his Rock Fang and Goemon's Rock Spear Strike. Oriana cremates all the dead bodies, and as Chiyomi watches this, she vows to become stronger. When Prince Sect learns about the escaped slaves and Oriana's alleged death from Cetrion, he conspires with Cetrion to kill Dakares. Sect requests Cetrion's help in spreading the word about Oriana's passing and rejoices that he is now the only heir apparent. The crew of Ark goes back to Olaf. They travel on a boat that Goemon is in charge of, and they find out through Chiyomi that Goemon and her are going to a secret settlement in the Calcut Mountains. She then asserts that she will provide them with the crucial information she had promised. When Oriana arrives at her sister Cyrina's palace in the Grand Duchy of Limbo, she learns from her sister about her alleged demise. After giving the subject some thought, Oriana instructs her sister not to notify her father that she is alive and expresses her intention to carry out her duty by speaking to the elves instead. In order to update Danka on the latest developments, Oriana sends a message through a whisper bird back to Ark's group. This is a reminder of Chiyomi's earlier statement that the Holy Revlon Empire is home to the last of the elven slaves. Ark wonders why Ariane's attitude has changed so drastically as they travel east towards the Empire, but he is more interested in what new adventures they may encounter there. Emperor Domitianus, in the Holy Revlon capital, hears from his Chancellor Velmoas that Dakares has passed away. Even though Oriana's death makes Domitianus happy, Velmoas reveals that the rings they gave Decaries were shattered and that a third person was engaged in the princess's murder. Domitianus queries the status of Fumba's efforts to bring Olaf to ruin and speculates that Sect was the most probable candidate to carry them out. Velmoas exclaims with joy that things are going well for him. In another scene, Fumba watches from a safe distance while a worm-like monster with a ring attached to it kills a flying creature. Ark is overjoyed to see a flock of sand wyverns flying in the sky. They are to blame, says Oriana, for the Whisper Bird's inability to fly and reach Danka with a message. Lightning Damper, an AoE spell that also affects Oriana, the Whisper Bird, and Panta, is cast by Ark to scatter the wyverns from the region. Ark formally abandons his earlier attempt to scatter the wyverns. Oriana reveals their strategy for getting to the Revlon Empire. The elven monster researcher, Carsiheld, then approached them and introduced himself. Ariane covers Carsi's head with a pot and cautions him that it is perilous to be an elf in a human community before he can complete his introduction. Carsi informs them that he has been a resident of the community for 10 years and that he has reason to believe that Ariane is a dark elf. He also expresses his optimism for future coexistence between humans and elves. Then, Carsey asks them to assist him with his investigation into monsters and provides them with a map of the Revlon Empire in exchange for their assistance. Ariane accepts the request after being persuaded by Ark. Ark and Ariane discuss Carsey's fantasy of elves and humans coexisting while enjoying the alcohol in their chamber. The following morning, Ariane awakens with a hangover and sees Ark in her room as a skeleton. Later, they run into Carsey, who tells them that the entire town heard them last night and introduces them to his friend. Ariane becomes inspired to murder Carsey after hearing this, but Ark intervenes. The ill-looking Ariane is shown to be a goblin corpse, and Carsey reveals that they will be used as bait to catch a sandworm. Ariane attempts to save Carsey's human companion, but is attacked by the sandworm. She then makes an attempt to use a fire spell to take advantage of the worm's vulnerability to fire. The sandworm tries to attack her after she unsuccessfully attacks it, but Ark intervenes just in time to save her, enabling her and Carsey's friend to flee to a safe area. Ark later exterminates the sandworm. When Ariana inquires, Carsey responds that his upbringing in a village wasn't pleasant, but Ariana is skeptical. After that, Carsey inquires about Lambert Town, a port in Roden run by Petros du Lambert and his wife Torreasia. Ariane is shocked to hear this. He informs her that they intend to strengthen ties between elves and humans after Petros and Torreasia's marriage. Fumba then feeds a woman to the monster he has in waiting for the upcoming attack. Ark believes they have reached the Revlon Empire, the location of the jail where the abducted elves were being held. By dusk, Ark reviews what he has discovered, including that the castle is making noises and that residents of the town have been disappearing over time. A woman is saved by Ark from 3 thieves. Fumba feeds the 3 guys to his white tiger monster after learning from them that their attempt to apprehend the woman in the alleyway failed. Ark and Ariana discover a large underground cavern inside the fortress behind iron gates that is surrounded by pillars. They are confronted by Fumba, who engages Ark in combat. In a dream, Ariane runs into her sister, Even. Ark repeatedly casts Uncurse, but it never succeeds. Ark casts Fireball on the imp that Ponta discovers, hiding beneath Ariana's hood in order to destroy it. To deal with Ark, Fumba calls upon his white tiger monster and identifies himself as the Monster Sorcerer, which is his official title. Ark drives Ariana to safety and inquires about elves with Fumba. They are being transferred to the Empire for tests according to Fumba. As Kyom saves Ariana, Ark deals with Fumba and his monster. The ground begins to tremble just then and Fumba runs away while claiming that his creation is hungry and that they will settle the score outside. Ark teleports outdoors carrying Ariane, Ponta, and Shyom on his shoulders. He immediately recognizes the beast that has escaped the fortress as a Hydra. Shyom advises a tactical retreat after Ark spots the rings on the Hydra that escaped from the fortress, but the Hydra launches a fireball directly at them before they can act. Fumaba enjoys his triumph over Ark's troops as he observes this through the Hydra. In a flashback, Fumba is shown being abandoned by his clan because he is weak and only seeks outflank power. Later, he would meet with Emperor Domitianus and Lord Chancellor Velmoas, and in return for his loyalty, he would be given some power in his homeland. Fumba sends the Hydra to Kashyyyk in the present to eat the people who live there. Chio, Mayana, and Ark all seem to be breathing. Ark commands Ariana and Chayon to pursue Fumba while he pursues Hydra. In the Holy East Revlon Empire, Velmoas updates Emperor Domitianus on the Destroyer of Nations, and the Rings of Submission built from Fumba's magic study are nearly complete. Ark succeeds in eliminating the 3 heads of Hydra after much effort, but it is resurrected. Ark prepares to cast a magic spell he's never used before, summoning Ifrit to battle the Hydra. Fumba tries again with some imps to control Ariane, but she kills them before he can. They defeat the Hydra thanks to the joint efforts of Ark and summoning Ifrit. Once Ark is reunited with Ariane, Chiyom, and Ponta, Danka sends a whisper bird to inform them that Princess Uriarna has reached an agreement with the renowned elven elders Fangus. Princess Uriarna swears that if the Revlon Empire attacks the elven territories, the Olav Kingdom will assist in their defense. Fangus accepts these terms. Ark and the gang discuss the coexistence of humans and elves. Cetrion writes to Princex in the Kingdom of Olav that Princess Uriarna survived, and that her discussions with the elves were successful. The deaths of the Hydra and Fumba reach Domitianus, who considers it little loss and is inquisitive as to who killed the Hydra. Meanwhile, Ark inadvertently shows his face to Chiyom, who is subsequently informed of Ark's predicament. Ariane will lead Ark to Lord Crown after they arrive in Lalatoya. Ark is so excited about the vacation that he requests to see Chiyom's hometown, and she reluctantly agrees.